Hi, my name is Brian Davis, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Sustainable. Sustainable is a digital therapeutics provider, providing integrated collaborative solutions for families, children, schools, and mental health care professionals to address the dire need for mental health care services in the United States. And this is in case you missed it. Welcome. The way that I like to think of dating is I like to visualize in my head a key and like the lock for a key. And the analogy being here, obviously, that if you turn the key and it opens, then, you know, it's working. And maybe the lock gets rusted and then you got to clean. No, I'm just kidding. It's a big joke. But I like to think of a key and a lock. And think of like each of those little like tumblers that are inside of a lock and the patterns kind of cut out inside of a key. Think of that as the visualization of like different levels of characteristics of personalities. All right. So think about it that way. And let's say that like there's one that's really low, that's like introversion or extroversion. And there's another one, this could be like, you know, your personality test, or it could be like different foods you like or whatever it is. And you could even gauge these things for yourself and like you trying to draw out your key, right? And then think about the lock as being an inverse quality about this person that complements and or gives a wider perspective, you know, when you're together, gives you like this superpower that if you're open and you feel comfortable, that you can really utilize to just be good, right? So I like to visualize a key and a lock. And what I'm doing is I'm sort of looking at the things that are different and the things that are not necessarily how I would approach things or how I would think about things as curiosity and trying to understand, why is it that way though for you? Like I really want to understand, because I know why I am the way that I am, but I don't know why they are the way that they are. And so in those things where it's just a different perspective, it's really all just about balance, you know? I mean, if you have two people, for instance, that are very neurotic, right? And they're always in their heads, then they're going to have a tough time communicating and managing their energy because they're always wondering what the other person's doing, but neither of them are actually saying it. Or maybe they can't structure their thoughts enough to be able to kind of, you know, communicate and articulate how they feel. That's a possibility. You might need somebody in that relationship that's just a little more grounding in the environment, right? With their presence, right? Because if their presence is there, it grounds the other person. You've heard that a million times, right? Opposites attract. I don't know that necessarily opposites attract as much as opposites might be the way that you find somebody who, when you are ready, and this means when you are ready, when you are emotionally flexible enough to be able to experience that difference and appreciate the difference, and then be able to make it a safe place, both of you, to be able to be different and be you than the other person. The funny thing about it is the things that we view as limitations, a lot of times also give us like crazy superpowers, right? So that allows you then to sit in your natural strength and allows them to sit in their natural strength and allows both of you to communicate your fears that you have and feel safe at the same time, even though you're different. That's a cool spot. That's what I like to visualize as what a good relationship looks like. Now, that doesn't mean that that lock doesn't change over time. It doesn't mean that there are other things that get in the way, you know, fears, you know, events. And really, it does come down to a true test of your ability to stay and remain mentally, psychologically safe for yourself, and also that your person can do that as well. And that's a much more difficult thing to do. But if you are looking for somebody that can really partner up well with you, collaborate well with you, give you a perspective of the world and a view of things that you may not understand, and you can still remain safe in those moments, still remain yourself, that's what you're looking for. I hope this has helped. Thanks, guys.